Nation, great morning. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
Great morning, bro. How you doing and feeling?
Excellent morning. I'm feeling great. I told you, I was telling you my chest was hurting. Mm-hmm. I pulled something in my chest. And you know you're getting old when you get little injuries and you don't know how you got them. Mm-hmm. I'm like speculating maybe I was taking the garbage out. Maybe I slept wrong on it or something. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That just means
you grown.
You grown. Your years, your numbers in years have risen to the point where you just start getting injuries and a lot of comedians talk about that. And then when you go through it, you're like, oh, I see what they're talking about.
Man, I was just telling you for the last couple of weeks or whatever, my knee hit it on the door, the metal door of the car.
Yeah, at least you know where you got it from.
And it was like, okay, why is this hurting so much?
Right. It's just part of being,
grown.
Being grown. Your shoulders start hurting for no reason.
Yep.
Sleep on something wrong or grab something too strong or something right then. Mm-hmm. It don't matter how, and a lot of times you're like, oh, you need to work out more. It don't matter how much you work out or what it is. Your body is just going to be, because I know people that work out all of the time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, they just be like, dog, my elbow is on fire. It just happens.
This comedian, may he rest in peace now, but one of his jokes was and he would always have a chair or something sitting on the stage. And he said, you old or you grown when you do this whenever you sit down or get up. So he was like,
they make that noise.
Yeah. He said, you grown, then. He said, you grown, you old when you make that sound when you sit down and get up.
I saw a reel.
That was hilarious.
Where the dude was saying when you get over 40 or something, you make this, before you get up from anything, you rock back. Mm-hmm. And then you give you that momentum to get up. I'm at that point in my life.
Yep.
Where
and that's kind of like what he was doing. He was doing that. Yeah. So
I got to rock back a little bit when I get up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
be like, hey, I call it on your mark.
Yeah.
Get set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's funny. But R.N. Kawanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Lori Patterson, great morning. Love you, appreciate you from B More. So Packers and the Bears.
Yeah, well,
What's your thoughts?
Well, we were talking about it this morning, how it's all over the place. This is a prime time. They got it on Amazon Prime.
Right.
It's not even on regular TV.
And great morning to our producer, Rhea.
Good morning, Rhea.
Hey, y'all. Good morning.
And she was talking about how she was going through trying to find news articles and things, and all she could see was this.
Yeah.
And
we're the big deal.
But that's because it's a big game. It's the Packers against the Bears, one.
In a playoff game.
In a playoff game. You got Jordan Love against Khalid Williams, two young, black, up-and-coming quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Well, Jordan Love has probably established himself more than Williams, but Williams had a great season.
Absolutely.
And it's just they split the games this year.
And Malik is ready if necessary, and the other quarterback that they just put on deck.
So it's going to be... It's just, Packers-Bears rivalry. My homeboy is a Bears fan. Him and his son are going down there to check it out, and it's a worthy buy. Y'all was saying the tickets are like $500 some bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the nosebleeds.
Yeah, it's a worthy buy, and
that's what I'm saying. It's a playoff game.
If I had the time and could go, I definitely would try to be there because that's the experience.
There you go.
Because I went to a Packers game, and a lot of times people don't understand this, and that's why it's such a big thing is the Packers versus the Bears. You have to understand this rivalry is over 100 years old of Packers versus the Bears. This is some real stuff here.
They're acting like it's the first time they've ever been played against each other in the playoffs.
But it's the first time in the last 10 or 12 years.
Right.
I think the last time was like 2012 or something. I don't know the exact time. It was when Lovie Smith was there.
Yeah, so
it's still within my lifetime. I mean,
but that's
been three times in my lifetime, I think.
That's still big.
It's big. It's huge.
It's huge.
All right,
wow. As far as sports is concerned, it's still,
and that's why everybody is talking about it. Everybody is talking about that game.
It's going to be so many bars that are going to make their year off of this one game.
Potawatomi is going up. The
Potawatomi
sports
is gonna make
betting,
a killing.
It's going down.
Downtown and all of these sports bars are going to make a killing. All throughout any sports bar throughout
The state of Wisconsin.
Of Wisconsin and Illinois
They- yeah.
is going to make a killing
That's right.
off of this one game. So it's, as far as just making it local and bringing it home, it's a big deal. And then, Chicago and Milwaukee being so close in proximity,
Right.
50 minutes apart or something like that, that is enough.
Yeah. And
Right there.
it's such a get black because with us losing to the Bears,
This last time.
right, absolutely, but it put them in the NFC North
Yeah.
championship. You
And,
know what
and
I'm
the
saying?
fact that Jordan Love got hurt,
or division. Yeah.
Jordan Love got hurt in the one game.
Yep.
And then, and you still, we still won that. I think we won that one, right? With Jordan Love got hurt, then Malik Willis, all this stuff. Whatever happens, right? This is going to be top-notch theater.
Yep.
And they're going to play it up. This is the premier first-round game of the playoffs. Because usually you get a 3-team against the 6 seed.
Right,
2
right,
seed
right.
against the 7 seed. But this is a 2 seed against the 7 seed. But it's the Packers.
Yep.
And the
Bears and that rivalry. So it's like the victor gets the spoils.
Yeah. So this is for the real
There it
NFC
is.
North championship.
There it is.
Because it don't matter if you can't beat somebody in the playoffs. And I'm telling the Packers, this is your Super Bowl.
It is. It is.
For them, this is them. Don't worry about no game that come after this.
That's
'cause
right.
You're probably gonna lose. I'm just gonna be 100. You don't have Micah Parsons.
Right.
You got a lot of injuries. You're probably gonna lose, but you can win this one. And if you win this one, your season
It's
is
for
a
all the
success.
bragging rights.
Your season is a success.
Yeah, it's for all the bragging rights.
Yeah.
And paying for it, I don't know if you got to hear me and Bailey on yesterday, me, Bailey, and actually Rhea. So we got Rhea's opinion on it. But if a man ends up buying or, spending $1,000 or more on some type of experience or a gift before the woman's birthday or holiday, Christmas or whatever the case may be, that he wouldn't need to get her anything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would make up for her birthday and
I'm going to tell her
Christmas.
when it happens. When I present whatever I'm presenting, whether it be tickets to some far off destination or whatever it is, happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Right.
There you go.
Do you think it would be brought up again when the birthday comes up, though? Like, so you ain't going to get me nothing for my birthday?
They can bring it up.
I'm just saying, do you think it would come up?
It'll probably come up. If you don't get them anything, a hug or something, you have to give them something. You have to give them some. But what I'm saying is, I make my intentions clear. This is where it's going to be.
That's it. That's all.
Let there be no misunderstanding. If I pay for something, if I buy you a car, whatever it is, if it costs a lot of money to do it,
Right.
happy birthday, Merry Christmas. There you go.
And
for that
and
year,
that's if you buy it in February and their birthday
I don't care when
is
I
in
buy it.
June.
If you are covered for that year.
There you
can
go.
say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? There was Chris Rock was saying, you flick the lights. Somebody, where's my gift? Flip, there you go.
Right,
Say that.
right.
I'm
right.
one of them.
Yeah, yep.
I'm one of them.
Is the
If
lights on?
Is the lights on?
Is
You want something more than that?
Right.
Come on now. We this is America. We struggling
Is
over
the
here.
mortgage paid? You know what I mean?
Your mortgage pays. Let me see this door work.
Yep.
This front door work. You come in. Okay.
Yeah.
We good then. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't expect sometimes as providers and stuff like that, we don't get a lot of nobody saying hi dad to the camera or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
Or whatever
Right.
the case
Right.
may be.
Right.
Whatever we do, fathers don't get a lot of
Accolades.
for that. You know what I'm saying? So when I say this is it, understand this is it. This is what you're finna get.
Kenny Loggins. This is it.
This is it.
Vincent Wheaton, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on the YouTube page. Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Willie Henning, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. We got to get ready to take care of our first set of bills. But when we come back, briefly, I want to know what's your thoughts on Peter Fagan leaving his position with the Bucks. So we got to take care of these bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth FM. We'll be black.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
Since 1976, Community Advocates has helped Milwaukee residents meet their basic needs, enabling them to live with dignity and hope. Today, Community Advocates offer 40 specialized programs that addresses rental housing challenges, energy assistance, domestic violence, substance misuse, and more. Their commitment is to ensure individuals and families have access to essential resources and opportunities for a better quality of life. If you need help, go to communityadvocates.net. That's communityadvocates.net.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Pollution from trucks is a public health crisis. Diesel-burning trucks belch dangerous levels of pollution, and communities living near ports and along freight corridors breathe especially high levels of this dirty air. But this crisis has a solution. My name is Sasan Sadat, and I work for Earth Justice. I'm working to clean up our air quality, particularly for communities that bear the burden of diesel pollution. For the sake of our lungs, our health, and our climate, the future of trucking in this country has got to be zero emissions. Until then, I will never rest.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Earth Justice is fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. If clean air matters to you, visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Stand up and fight. This is it. Make no mistake.
Great return, producer Rhea Riley.
This is one of my favorite songs. Good job, Rhea. That is,
man.
That white boy be singing.
Yes.
Yeah, you know who wrote that song? Michael McDonald.
Absolutely.
He's in the background singing.
Yeah, you hear it.
It's a great song.
So now, Peter Fagan is stepping away.
I wonder why. Did they say why he's stepping away? Did they say why Peter was leaving, or is he just? He just out.
Seems like he was moving on.
It's just time. Did they say
talking
why
about Peter Fagan? Why he's leaving?
Oh, I didn't catch that part. I can go back and find it.
Or is he just out? But I know what it means though. But once that president leaves, all bets is off because now somebody else is coming in. Mm-hmm. And it may just be a progression of someone moving up into that position.
Yeah. They got the person.
He's just moving up right into that position. But still, you have to realize that all of the deals and all of the promises that Peter may have made, whether it be to players, whether it be to organizations in the community, whatever it is, it's somebody new now,
right?
And all bets is off. So you have to build that relationship with this new person. And sometimes, they do that so that they can clean house. And so maybe the Bucks feel like, look, right now we 20 and we 15 and 20. I understand that Giannis was hurt for a while, but the reality of the situation is the Bucks just aren't that good. And so because they aren't that good, some tough decisions are going to be made. And Peter maybe having helped build the championship teams, it's difficult to come and you have relationships with all of these people that you're going to have to make these tough decisions with,
right?
To make those decisions. So it's easy to just be like, man, I'm rich, I'm out. And there you have it. You know, like Joe Dumars, when he built all of those teams in Detroit, he had to move around after the fact because I helped build this greatness. Now it's time to rebuild, and you have to destruct to do that. Nobody wants to do that. So,
on the YouTube page, Ari and Kwanda said, Homer, here we go again. She said, I thought about this again last night from the conversation me and Bailey and Rhea was having yesterday. She said, I laughed so hard because I could see the neck and eye rolling, saying, you didn't give me anything? And that's probably how it's going to go if you try to say, like, okay. But she came back and said, I can see where you coming from, Dame. Now, if it's explained prior to and it's more than enough to cover both Christmas and birthday, and you still get pushback from, then that person is ungrateful. I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
And then says, some people will never be satisfied, but again, don't combine my gifts, please, because I won't combine yours, but to each their own.
You see, that's what I'm saying. And so if you have to know the person, but I've never been in that situation where I've done something like that and then somebody be ungrateful, because hopefully I've picked a proper person to be with. And if they're ungrateful at that point, then you don't need to be with them. But yeah, so if I tell you up front, this is what it is, don't expect anything big come your birthday, come Christmas, because if in February, and you have to think in mind, we just had Christmas, so I got you something else. So come March or something like that, February, March, if we do something big, then just know this is it. This is it. I'm going to tell you.
We got Blake on our True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. He's got comments on the gift giving. He's got comments on Peter Fagan leaving and the Packer game.
Shout out to
great morning, Blake. What's your truth?
I'm great, man. Dang, you are ridiculous. Homer, I'm glad you're there. You guys are balanced. You guys are yin and yang. On the gift giving, there's more than 2 million ways to love a woman or your spouse without touching them. So, gifts included or not, always do something, be it a walk, dinner, massage, a letter, color together, anything. Scratch her head, grease her scalp, do her feet, something. There's always something to give, not always physical. Part 2, the Packers, the Bears. Worked for the Packers 15-16. Being out there in Lambeau is an awesome feeling. Good luck. The Fagan guy. Dang, you took the words out of my mouth. He came through, set up shop, we got the championship. Things are kind of ship shape. So what he's going to do before the All-Star break is cut his losses and go be with his family. So one love. Everybody be good. Rhea's doing a good job.
All right. Thank you very much.
Blake was, he was on point. He had it organized. It didn't take a lot of time. Good job.
Absolutely.
Blake. Excellent call.
Yeah. Another thing that I was so happy to see, Dame, that predatory, that's how I look at it, that predatory toe place, like that has just been.
And don't think they the only ones.
Yeah, but I'm happy that they are now being called to the table. And if those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we got a clip that we're going to play, but also I want you to think about some people who have went on social media and filmed their situations where the tow trucks would just, even if they're parked in a handicapped spot, cars would be towed. There was a seasoned citizen, one of the first earlier videos that we saw, and he was like, y'all not taking my car, and he was trying to fight for his car. So they had to come before the license committee on yesterday. I don't know if it was their regular, and it may have been their regular renewal because their license expires on February 7th.
So it might have
been a renewal.
Yeah.
And the license committee voted for non-renewal, the full Common Council will have to end up voting on it. But their license don't expire to February 7th. But we want to play this video clip to bring everybody up to par. And if you've had experiences or know somebody who's had experiences, we want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. But we're going to talk about it. Right. So, producer Rhea, you got that clip? All right, here we go.
Milwaukee tow operator predatory. They say the company is preying on people and charging hundreds of dollars to get their own vehicles back. Ashley Sears is here and explains tonight the licensing committee voted unanimously to not renew their license.
Yeah, Kim, council members say they've had dozens upon dozens of complaints against this company. Tonight they took action to try and stop them from operating in the city.
Hey, you better chill out with that knife, man.
It's a viral video Fox 6 first showed you back in March. A confrontation between an elderly man and the people towing away his car.
Get out of here. Okay, bro. Watch the knife, bro.
At the time, DT2 Towing said it did nothing wrong. Now the owner is back in the hot seat.
Every day I get a call about you. Every single day.
Tuesday night, Don Thurman fielded questions and criticism at a licensing committee meeting.
I have made a whole lot of changes and willing to continue to make changes to try to help.
People testified against the tow operator, saying they only accepted cash for payment and preyed upon people like Annie Smith. Her car was towed from a handicap spot at a Walgreens on Christmas Day, 2024. Despite having a handicap plate, she was told her car was parked over the line.
Yeah, I just think that they towed my car without reason. I couldn't understand that.
Her attorney says the company is being deceptive.
It gives everybody a bad name. It gives everybody a bad name.
The committee voted unanimously to stop DT2 Towing from continuing to operate like it has.
So I'm going to move for a non-renewal.
Sending a message, the business needs to change.
Getting rid of the bad apples is going to make the rest of the bunch better, I hope.
The full council will vote on this in 2 weeks.
And let me License Committee, thank you for doing your job, and we hope that the full Common Council will follow up and do their job as well.
Let me tell y'all what y'all just watched, because like I said, for the last 12 years of my life, that's what I did.
Absolutely, bro.
And so what happens is in this situation, everyone that comes up to that table always says, and that's why I laugh right then, is when they know they in trouble now, now it's, I want to make changes, I'm going to do this. It's too late now.
Right.
At this point, it's too late. We don't care about what changes you're going to make. People have been telling you. You've been warned prior to this.
Yep.
Prior to this happening, he's been warned. Tow truck companies have been warned. He's not the only tow truck company that's doing this, but he just took it to a whole
And I hope
level.
other tow truck companies,
and that's the point,
heed this word, though. You feel what I'm saying, of this action.
And I have received, prior to me leaving the city, I received calls similar to this. I had people that worked for organizations that are within the 15 districts that I know are reputable people.
Right.
Have run-ins with these same companies because of these predatory actions.
Yep.
And what they do is, a lot of times there are rules, as a former building inspector and code enforcement inspector, there are certain rules to even saying this lot is being monitored for illegal parking and your car can be towed. The signs have to be at eye level. They have to be on all of the poles. There's certain rules that go into it. These people weren't doing that. They putting the signs up way high. They know what they're doing when they're doing this, right? They put the signs up way high saying you could be towed, whatever the case may be. There's also rules that if my car is on this tow, by rule, you have to give me the opportunity to give you $50 or whatever it is. It might have gone up, but at the time it was like $50. Maybe it's $100. Whatever it is, you have to allow me to give you that, and then you put my car back down. That's the most you can get. They're talking about, this company was saying you have to give me my whole
300.
They wanted
I've
towed it back to the lot, and now you have to pay my fee. So they're saying as soon as they lock it up, you got to pay it. Like that's illegal. All of this stuff, and he's made changes. Let me tell y'all a story. I'm at the Walgreens on 35th and Wisconsin. A brother stops and he runs in to the pharmacy to pick up a drug, something, right? Mm-hmm. He comes back. By the time he comes back, I sat there and watched it. It was he had been there no less than 2-3 minutes parked there. By the time he gets back to his car, the tow truck has got his stuff hooked up. He goes and talks to the guy. Tow truck guy like, okay, you give me this, I'll release your truck. He goes inside I'm going inside to the ATM. Instead of this tow truck driver saying, okay, he's going inside to the ATM, let me just get this $50 from him and go about my way. This guy rushes to get this truck on there. Woo, 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 does everything he can to get it on there. And by the time the guy comes back out, 2 to 3 more minutes later, his car is gone. Man. And I sat there and watched, and I told him, I gave him my card. I said, you need to call this number. Call me. We'll put a complaint in for license. He was like, I understand that, but that don't help me because it's Friday. I'm on my way to work, and now they got my car.
Yeah, we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Bobby, we see you on the line. If you can please hold on. Again, the True Talk text line, 833-212-1017. We'd like to hear from you, Truth Nation. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth. We'll be black.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
It is what it is. It's taxpayers' dollars. It's like monopoly money. It's like, you know what? We can just pay our bills with this money. You know what? The homeless, they already out there. They already in the tent. I walked past the other day. They were out there having fun and singing and stuff like that. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is the attitude. Like, you know what? We're going to just take this money, right? We'll think about this in 2 months. We'll reconvene after we pay off our bills, and see what we got left.
Yeah, Christmas coming up.
Yeah, we got Christmas coming up. Yeah, basically, yeah. And it's just like this nonchalant attitude with the taxpayers' dollars. You know what? Look at MPS. Look how much money we threw at MPS right here in the city of Milwaukee. We throwing money at these places. Like, it ain't like they don't have the funding.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum, I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data, to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation
help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
We've got that accident westbound on 94, right about at 35th Street. The center lane is blocked with this, so definitely seeing delays stretching all the way back to about 20th Street right now, all the way past the scene. Eastbound 94 is slowing down from 84th Street to Hawley Road. Rest of the system's looking pretty good, although we're starting to see some building volume on eastbound 894 heading to the Loomis area. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, early patchy fog becoming partly cloudy with a high of 40. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Troop Nation, great morning and welcome, Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. The True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. We've got Bobby. Thank you for being patient and working through our bills. You heard about the predatory towing company that has finally received a non-renewal recommendation from the License Committee. What's your truth?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning, brothers. Dane, Homer. It's about time that they took some action against that company. I had some run-ins with them a few years back, but I was calling on the whole state of, community organizing. This really, this puts a pin in how people can complain properly, man, and the power of filing a proper complaint and a follow-through. All the businesses in the city of Milwaukee answer to them on some level, whether it's a license or occupancy permit or something. And when people learn to complain the proper way and have that follow-through as a community organizer for 21, 22 years, that was what my job was, to make sure that people figured out how to complain and then show up to those hearings. Because when you do that, you'd be surprised at the power that the community members have in making change happen. And that prevents the feeling of helplessness in your community. A lot of the businesses I've been part of, a lot of hearings that got licenses taken and businesses shut down, and it do work if you had to follow through and wherewithal to complain and keep complaining to the right people. All right, brothers, I'm going to hang up and listen.
Thank you, Bob. Bobby's
Thank you very much.
correct. That's what I was saying, is that in those situations, and, we've talked about this, Homer, and I feel as when in that position, your job is to educate. And so whether or not I'm there or who's there, if you've educated the people enough that they can carry upon doing it on their own. And so what Bobby is saying is educate them about how to complain. Who do they complain to? What's the process? You can call your alder person and they'll log the complaint for you and they'll keep it. But a lot of times the way the system is set up, like alders have been kind of being stripped of their power in that regard. So they can come to the table and say, my constituency has come to me and told me this has been a bad business, but then you'll get pushback like, well, okay, where's your constituency? Why didn't they show up to the license committee and this, that, and other? So to get around doing that, you can just send your own complaint to the licensing committee. So for everybody that's listening, you can do a number of things. You can call your alder person, they'll log the complaint for you, and they'll put it in. They'll make sure that they deal with this license and try to get them on track. That doesn't work. You still see the same issues. Log a complaint into the license committee. And when you send it to Milwaukee license, I don't know the exact license at milwaukee.gov. I don't know the exact email address, but you send it to them. You put the address on there. You put your complaint in there. Your complaint is automatically logged. But it doesn't stop there, because now that you've logged this complaint, you got to show up to the actual license hearing and testify and to what you've seen. Because a lot of times people just enter in these complaints, and if they don't show up, they didn't show up. So like we always say, Homer,
yes, sir,
people have to show up. If a lot of these corner stores, a lot of these places that you go inside
and got issues with,
and then you got issues with it, you're like, how are they allowed to operate? Is because nobody's coming in to complain about it. So if we're sitting there and we just get this license, we may go to the store, we may visit the store to see how they operate and to see what's going on. But unless the people are complaining, that's our power in that position is to have the people complaining and have the people supporting you. So if somebody comes to me and be like, dang, we don't like, and Bobby knows this because Bobby was one of our organizers. Somebody comes to the store and be like, dang, we don't like this store, woo wham. Okay, what we gonna do about it? And I'm saying we, as in you and I, what are we going to do?
Help me to help you
about this. So when this license comes up and I say they got to come sit at the table. And a lot of times when I say sit at the table, I mean the committee room, because a lot of these licenses you can just approve of and renew, and they don't have to come.
Right.
So they know if I tell them you got to come sit at the table, now they got an issue. Now my phone is blowing up. So when my phone starts blowing up, I need to have the constituents there to back me up and say we're going to give them a punishment of some sort or close them down or whatever it is, and this is why.
Yep, absolutely. And that's the difference. And oftentimes when you see these people in there, even at this particular hearing, so I'm happy, though, that they had some people, and you can attend virtually, as the sister did, that had the disabled license plate and still had her car predatory towed away. You have to go, because when you look in those rooms, they be empty.
Yeah.
When you look in the meeting rooms, they're empty. It's just the person that's coming to apply or reapply or get the renewal for their license. So you can say that, somebody said this, somebody said that. And when they say in the beginning, who's here in favor, who's here in opposition, and no hands go up, and all you got is the person and they couple of people they brought, because those were the damn tow truck drivers that was sitting there with him.
Yeah, those were his people. Yeah. Listen, it's a lot of money being made off of towing people's cars, because they hitting these people up and they charging them $300 to $450, $500 to get their car back. This isn't the city tow lot, right? There's nothing to do with that.
Right.
This is somebody with a private contract on private property that has determined your car is parked illegally on its private property, and I'm gonna call my people to tow your stuff. Now, with this Walgreens, now I told y'all, back to this, I told y'all I sat and I watched how quickly it happens. In the course of 10 minutes, this brother had just parked, this car, the tow truck driver had come, the brother come back out, his car is being in the process of being towed, he runs inside, goes to the ATM, had to wait in line for a little bit, comes back out, his car is gone. 10 to 15 minutes. There is no way you can tell me that they don't have people whose job it is to just go around and look at these parking lots or sit in these parking lots on certain days, because on that day that they came back and forth and to sit in these parking lots. Or this was another theory, and it's just a theory that I had, because I called and asked one of the Walgreens if they had a contract with these people, and they're like, we don't know nothing about it, but we allow the managers to do what they do with some of these spots, right? So you get a manager that is, pick up their phone, dial, it's a car parked out here, I see it on the camera, y'all should come. Because they probably getting kickbacks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they can't pay their kickback if they take it off of the flatbed for the $50 to $100 that they supposed to do it for. They can't get them pay their kickback.
That's crazy.
And that's because that's how fast it happened. I've seen it. So when this lady's testifying about this, and shout out to anybody who, I don't know what district that was in, but shout out, and Pratt was talking, so I don't know if it was in her district or whose district it was in. But shout out to her staff or whomever's staff organized and made sure that those people came and testified. Make sure that they were aware and came out and testified, because the licensing only sends it to 500 feet around the establishment.
Right.
So this is happening all over the city. So somebody had to organize and make sure that these people were involved and knew that they had to be.
And shout out to Alderwoman Pratt, because, again, she was able to say, I get calls about you every day.
Yeah.
And so to also have some citizens
back that up.
Black that up.
But like I said, back in the day, when I first started 10, 12 years ago, I would go I would go up there and be like, look, I'm getting calls about this person, woo-woo-wham. This is what's going to happen. And because of that, because of the respect that was garnered from that, but then people started suing and saying automatic privilege. And so now we have to provide, the testimony from the clients, from the citizens. So citizens, y'all have to show up.
Yep.
If you don't like something, you get mad at the order person, why they keep letting this place be open? They can only do so much.
Real talk.
Y'all have to show up and support this action that's being taken. And in this case, that's what happened. And anytime I've closed something down, that's what happened. I had to organize and get those people who had complained, let them know this is what's happening. Let those community members know this is what's up. This is what's coming on this date. I need y'all there. And I'm going to try to close it down. But if y'all ain't there, I can't close it down. I can't stop this from happening. So there you go.
Yeah. True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. I can't wait till the full Common Council go ahead and just solidify the license committee's decision. And with it being a unanimous decision, again, like you, Dame, I don't see that it doesn't, have enough votes.
It's going to go past. It's going to go past. It's going to get all. It's going to be voted unanimously. The only thing I fear is that, that it's, and shout out to Mike Masonman, who was I've never seen him do that, but he was the attorney
for the woman.
For the woman. I've never seen Mike do that. So shout out to Mike, because he's always been on the side of the business. I've never seen him do the other side. So that just shows you how bad
it got to be.
This was.
Yep. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth will be black.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Nice people get applause. Oh, that was a thoughtful thing to say. It's like when you ask somebody a question and the person repeats back to you, good question. They're being nice, but kindness earns respect. Being nice pleases people. Being kind improves them, and that difference, the one personal strength you should always have, character.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it. We can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family-owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
I'm Dr. Jasmine Zapata, Chief Medical Officer for Community Health at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Every year in the U.S., about 21,000 lung cancer deaths are caused by radon, an odorless, tasteless, and colorless gas. 1 in 10 Wisconsin homes has high levels of radon. Does yours? Call 1-888-LOW-RADON or visit lowradon.org to learn more. Test, fix, save a life.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
More of Truth in the Morning is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Truth Nation, we got big news. Mark your calendar for Friday, February 20th, as we will be hosting our second annual Truth Community Awards at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. We will celebrate the excellence in our community and recognize the quiet warriors creating extraordinary impacts. Tickets go on sale Monday, January 12th, and you do not want to miss this night of inspiration and celebration. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to be a night.
Welcome, Black. Welcome, Black, Truth Nation, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Don't forget, you can watch us live on YouTube and Facebook Live and X, all at 1017 The Truth. While you're on our YouTube page, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And on Facebook, you can like and follow. And, of course, the True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017.
Now, I just did the read. You and Bailey, they don't got it in there, but you and Bailey are hosting.
Yes.
That, right?
Yes, we
Shout
are
out
the hosts.
to the legendary Homer Blow and your girl Bailey Coleman. They will be hosting this event. They were scared of me hosting, y'all. They didn't want me to host. No, we can't let Dame have a mic. They think I'm, without the barriers of radio and FCC. They want your girl with a cane. I'm playing with you.
Y'all.
Anyway.
Y'all thought y'all could do this. Alfonso Dupree, great morning. Love you, appreciate you on the YouTube page. And to everybody who's checked in on our YouTube page and Facebook Live, we appreciate you on X. And let's see, we're in the 5,000 club, and we working to get to 6,000. So, yeah, what is the numbers looking like now? Where we at on our YouTube numbers? I know we're past 5,000.
5.11. So what is that, 5,110?
Yeah, something
like that.
Yeah, we're gonna
keep track.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah, that part. So again, as we are, talking about the predatory towing, which has definitely been an issue in our city, and I'm just, I think this is worthy of a celebration because I believe, Dame, that this thing. Yeah, I like that, Ouija, and greatest love of all. Shout out to George Benson and Whitney Houston. But I believe that, and this is, I'm not advocating that anybody do anything violent, but I believe that this situation, if not addressed the way that it has been now with the license committee, it could have turned deadly.
Oh, yeah.
It could have turned deadly because I've seen so many of the videos of them doing the same thing. The reason that their license renewal has been denied via the license committee, that these people were serious. And you feel what I'm saying? I know that weapons would have been drawn, because even with the seasoned citizen, he had a knife. I'm fighting for mine.
A lot of these tow truck drivers got pistols on their hip.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that you are doing something and you're not doing it if you're doing something in an honorable way, you're going to deal with angry people, but they're going to understand. But when you out here doing it in a way that isn't honorable, in a way that isn't above board, and like Brad said, she was getting calls every day. Even when I was there, I was getting calls at least once or twice a week about something similar to this. Whether it was this company or not, it was a lot of these Walgreens, a lot of these Save-A-Lot places that they are getting these contracts with. They were being predatory. Absolutely. And when you're being a predator, you have to protect yourself. So they're going to have weapons and stuff on them. But you're absolutely right. A lot of times when these people call, I'm talking them off the ledge. Because they like, Brother Elsie, if you don't do something, I'm going to do something. Because they keep messing with me, whatever the situation. You know how many times constituents say that. And in that position, so shout out to all the legislative assistants out there who know that they talking people off ledge as a part of the job description. It's not in there, but it needs to be, because people will be upset, and you're like, no, I'm gonna take care of this. So that's why you have those in those jobs that are like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take it. They need to, obviously, in my opinion, get paid more money, and they just got a raise, but they need to get paid more than whatever they're getting paid because of that alone. You know what I'm saying? You are diffusing a lot of these situations that can become violent. And I know if my car get towed and it's not done in an honorable way, I'm gonna be thinking violence as well, because you have violated me. You have taken something personal to me, and in a lot of situations, this is my lifeline.
That's right.
You know, this is how I get to work. This is how I pick up my kids. You know, and it's odd that we talking about this. We're on the flip side, the city's saying they're gonna tow more cars and basically do the same thing. But we're not gonna touch on that. We're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go. We're not gonna make that comparison. But the city is saying they're gonna do the same thing, and they're gonna tow your cars for having these tickets, which I think is just as predatory on the black community in Milwaukee as well. But I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to focus on this predatory towing.
Yeah, so, it's worthy of a celebration.
I'm still happy for it.
Yeah.
Any wins we can get as a community, because this is somebody that's preying on our community. And that's all they're doing is preying on us.
And speaking of, preying on our community, we want to get our producer Rhea Riley's opinion on this before we get ready.
Company. We had a caller call in. Thank you, Terry, for calling. It was a little off subject, but I figured I'd edit it now. You wanted to get your opinion on should the MLK statue be moved closer to the Juneteenth area so it gets more recognition? I'm saying that correctly.
Right now, it's on Pleasant, right? It's right there where what used to start MLK, and they just recently moved it, further down, extended the MLK name further down. No, it should stay where it is.
I was going to say I agree.
It should stay where it is.
Yep, absolutely.
It's right where it needs to be, because when you're coming from downtown, you come down Pleasant right there.
You got to see it.
You see it. You're going downtown.
You got to see it.
You're coming from the north side. You're coming from. You're gonna see it. It's in a perfect spot, and it's not gonna cause, because they got other stuff down there. They got the Victory Against Violence stuff closer to where they do the Juneteenth and stuff. So yeah, I think it's perfect right there.
I agree. What's your thoughts, though, Rhea?
I can't even think of where that is. I can't place it in my brain right now.
It's right there, where you know where Go to My Air School is?
Yeah, yep.
It's right. It's a Go to My Air
Walnut,
high school.
like by
where Walnut turns to Pleasant.
Yeah, Walnut turns to Pleasant.
Yeah.
Lost. I'll find it.
It's by Brewers Hill. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay.
It's right by Brewers Hill.
Okay.
The Brewers Hill.
Give yourself a bell.
I know, right?
The Brewers Hill landmark is a couple of blocks down further on Pleasant, so it's right up there. So it's right,
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, no. Again, I think because of who he was and what he means, I mean, everybody needs to see it. Everybody. It shouldn't just be like, okay, well, I only go up this far anyway. You feel what I'm saying? No.
Shout out to
you're gonna recognize our history.
Shout out to the MLK bid. It's a Main Street bid, one of the few that have that. Shout out to Raynetta, who's over it now. The Shea used to be over it, but Raynetta is over it now, and they do a good job over there. So no, they shouldn't be moved.
That part. So yeah, I guess that kind of settles that.
Well, that's an excellent question, and we appreciate that question. We appreciate people listening enough and want us to answer those types of questions. Feel like we can be an authority on such subjects.
Real talk. Jason Hunter, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on our YouTube page. And we are going to get ready to take care of some bills. But when we come back, there's another prevalent issue that is in our community, and it's been kind of plaguing over the last few years, the domestic violence situations that have led to death. And other situations. It's like they seem to be, going up in numbers. Like we're hearing about somebody, it seems like every other week. You know, one of the first homicides of the year, unfortunately, was a situation where a man was obviously beating up his wife or his woman, and the woman's son ended up shooting and killing him. And now we got a situation where it's a Milwaukee death, arson investigation going on with a 22-year-old pregnant woman that was killed, and it appears to be domestic violence. So we got to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth. When we come back, we'll play that video clip and we'll get into that discussion, which needs to continue to be talked about in our community.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m., live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work, the groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Truth in the Morning returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Check it out one time.
Truth Nation, great morning. It's Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Homer Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
Yep, and if you were supposed to be at work at 8 a.m., you late. You should have been there. You late. But I'm pulling up. You late.
Listen, I used to have, shout out to my man John Dye. And when I used to work with John Dye and we used to hustle off them pies, He would be like, damn, you late.
Mr. Dies Pies.
He would be like, damn, you're late. I was like, no. I'm moving on African time.
No, bruh, I almost said it. I would be like,
time is circular, brother. You are moving on a linear European time.
Oh,
do you want to be European or do you want to be African like me?
Bruh. Well, you're going to be fired on my time. I'm just telling you.
Die ain't gonna fire me. First of all. And second of all, he understood what I was saying. And he'd be like, man, just go sell some pot. All right, bet. There we go. But you don't understand what I'm saying.
Man, come on.
Time is linear, and only do Europeans believe in that linear time. Africans believe in time being circular. And you know, in African meetings, they if you get there when you get there. They don't have a start time. They be like, we want everyone to arrive around this time, but it's not like the meeting hard start. You know, stuff like that.
So are you saying so that's the clock you on?
I'm saying
I'm asking you, is that the clock you're on?
Don't be an assimilationist.
I got you. But are you on that clock?
Yes, I'm on this.
Okay, so what time would you arrive at Truth in the morning?
I'm on circular time.
Okay, so what time would you arrive for a 7 a.m. start show? What time would you arrive?
We're supposed to be here at 6:30.
I'm just saying what time if it starts at 7.
I'll be here at 6:30. You know, that's you know.
Okay. So I'm not ridiculous now. I am working for a
European company in a European ran world. Of course, I'm gonna abide by these European rules. But in my own life,
bruh,
I am African.
That's a bruh moment
Very
there.
African. I'm gonna get there when I get there. Bruh. Like, you ever had somebody call you and be like, dog, where you at? I'm around the corner.
And then you hear the seatbelt thing going, ding, ding, like, dude.
That would be me.
You ain't even pulled off yet.
I'm around a few corners.
Hey, listen, as much as I love my brother, don't be Dame, because I will fire you. You're going to be fired. You're going to lose your job.
If I'm working for you,
you're
then
about
that's
to
what it
lose
is.
your job.
Listen, I got a cousin. Shout out to my cousin Trent. I love him. I talk about him all the time. But if Trent tells you he's on his way, you got about an hour and a half.
Yeah, listen.
Because that's just who he is. And we love him.
Yeah, Trent getting fired.
That's just who he is. He works for himself. But that's just who he is. He's gonna, you on my time.
Yeah, well.
So I'm going to be there when I get there. Right. And I feel you.
Well, I'm going to take away all his contracts. I'm just saying, because you can work for yourself, but you got contracts. And be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. You came an hour after you said you were going to be here.
Listen, this is my cousin that I tell y'all, and y'all have heard me tell the story about him arriving at my wedding late, and like super late, and like we had to hold it and wait. It was his silent form of protest. So he's been consistent,
right,
throughout our whole life, and I love him for it because you already know what it's gonna be, and if you don't know, that's your fault. But again, I say this all to say I am African, very African, and I work on a circular time frame, and I don't believe in you white folks' linear time frame. Get the hell out of here.
All right.
Did that sound revolutionary?
Yes, it did.
Thank you.
Very revolutionary. This is protected
by the red,
the black,
and the green.
With a key. Now you got to say that part. No.
I'm not finna
Come
say
on,
that.
revolutionary.
That's not revolutionary. That's outdated terminology that we don't use anymore. That's not revolutionary.
Okay, all right.
Being disrespectful ain't
with a
revolutionary.
key. Okay, all right.
Rhea, do you know what the next word is that comes after that? That we're leaving out?
Why you gotta put me on the spot?
I'm just asking.
'Cause we ain't even on topic. Why you gotta put me on the spot now?
I'm just asking if you know what the next word is going to be. I don't expect you to know. And that's why my point is this, that Homer is bringing up something that is 35 years ago that only a few would only know. And if y'all know, y'all can put it in. Don't put it in the chat.
Yeah, don't put it in the chat.
But you just say you know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
It rhymes with prissy.
Ow!
But it isn't prissy.
Ow.
Absolutely. There you go.
You know, shout out to Jay Denham. This is brand Status Denham. So shout out to Jay Denham. Like now, you know, we have to, you know, pivot, but you know what I'm saying? I don't, yeah.
I don't know how did we get
We
there.
segue. Well, I was talking about being late. I'm like at 8 a.m. I always like to let people know if you were supposed to be there at 8, you're late. If you, I'm just parking the car. And then you was like, you went to your time clock.
Yeah.
And how you would tell Mr. Dye's Pies. Be like,
it was an ongoing joke for us. He would be like, I need you to be on white people time today.
Okay.
European time today, Dad. And I'd be like, all right, I feel you.
Okay. And you would do it?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave.
That's my brother.
There you go.
And we was getting money together. I'm out here selling these pies. He's paying me to do it. More pies I sell, the more money I get. Let's get it.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was a partnership.
That part. You know.
So shout out again to John Dye's Pies out here in the 3rd Street Market. Some of the best pies you ever had in your life.
And he got Popeyes too.
It's the best you ever had in your life.
You know, Popeyes as well.
You
shout out to Doc.
It is.
1000%.
Yeah, shout out to Doc B too. He's also
shout out to my brother Doc B. We would be out there. He would be over. We'll meet up at the shop.
Yep.
And we'll hit the road.
That's it.
And it was great.
Absolutely. Shout out to great morning to Isaac. Isaac, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on our YouTube page. And Yabby, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you.
She knows what you're talking about.
So don't be so politically correct that y'all can't be yourselves. So that's what Kenwan said. So are you speaking of the word that we didn't say?
That's when she says Missy, obviously she knows.
No. Kenwan, up under that.
Don't be so politically correct that y'all can't be just. Listen.
Right. We are.
We have to understand that things change and the way things used to be are not the way they are now.
Absolutely.
And so we have to adapt. You can't be, if we've learned and someone's taught you that is disrespectful to someone else, then
you have to.
It's not me to overstep my bounds and say, well, I used to be like that. Okay.
Right.
Well, we used to be N-words and Negroes all the time. So, you know, we told them we didn't like that. Yep. So now if they do it, they might catch a smack.
Yeah, that part. And people understand. And it's not even always about just trying to be politically correct with situations. It's just knowing your surroundings. You get what I'm saying? It's
respecting
like
others'
it is
feelings.
what it is, which is why that whole dress controversy thing came up.
It's about respecting other people's space and other people's feelings, which we don't have, which starts at the top. And that, I know we're going into the domestic violence stuff, but that's what it's about. Even with that, it's about respecting others.
Absolutely.
Respecting others' points of views, and especially a woman's point of view. That
she don't want to be with you anymore. She don't have to be with you.
You're a man, and you think that because you're a man and this is a woman that she has to listen to everything you're going to say. That's a lack of respect.
Absolutely.
For that woman, and that just shows across the board in everything we do and everything in this society. There's a lack of respect.
Ariane Kawanda said, please be on time when it comes to Homer and check your grammar. I'm just saying. Hey, it is what it is. They say each one teach one. But in talking about that, and I know that we were joking with some of the commentary that we were just talking about, but the real serious issue that has been plaguing our community, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other communities, but there has been an increase, in my opinion, of domestic violence cases where people are losing their lives. So there's some men who have lost their life. And when we talk about domestic violence, it's not always just women. It's the fact that a lot of men that may be going through domestic violence don't come out and talk about it because it's when you're talking with men, like some men, we're going to laugh because, you may see the size of the man's woman or his wife and be like, she be beating you up. And laughing and make it a joking matter. And so it makes the person who may be being abused as a man be like, no, man, I was playing with y'all, to try to, knock it out. Like, oh, no, not me. So oftentimes with some of the men who are in domestic violence situations, it's not talked about a lot. But we do know from the numbers that it's extremely more women that are being, lives are being lost. their trauma that they experienced, the beatings and all of that. We see it. It's publicized, and we have a current situation that just took place where there's an investigation going on of the death of a 22-year-old pregnant woman, and there was an arson, there was a fire set to try to cover up the situation. And we do have a clip on that, so we're going to tease you a little bit more with it when we return, just to bring you up to speed. But we're going to have our producer, Rhea Riley, play a clip when we come back. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth.
On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to host conference foe, the North Kentucky Norse.
Draws a double, kick out to the wing. Aguilar contested three, and he buries it. The Panthers are down by 3. D'Lo reattacking in the paint, fades, fires, drops it in. The Panthers have pulled within 6.
Scott Warris has the coverage Friday starting at 7:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 8 o'clock.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This awards show will be honoring the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We're rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Tickets go on sale Monday, January 12th and are just $20 and include free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 101.7 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousins Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Welcome back to Truth in the Morning. I'm the legendary Home Blow along with my brother,
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
I want to say great morning to Bailey Coleman. Great morning, Bailey. We love you. We appreciate
Shout out
you.
to Bailey.
We were talking about the domestic violence that has been going on in our city, and we have a news clip of the latest situation. I believe it's a Fox 6 news clip. So if we can have our producer, Rhea Riley, to play that clip, and we'll get into this discussion.
Pregnant woman is found dead inside of a Milwaukee home.
She's now the center of a death and arson investigation. Fox 6's Rhea Jones in the newsroom tonight with what we know about the man who's in custody.
Bankhead, Milwaukee police arrested a 21-year-old man for arson. Now, the victim's mother says that the suspect in this case is the father of the couple's 3-year-old daughter and their unborn son, who was also killed.
Can't explain it.
I can't explain it. I can't.
Disbelief followed by unanswered questions.
I just want to ask him why.
Gladys Johnson's mother, Michelle, found her 5 months pregnant daughter unresponsive inside their home Monday night.
Why would you take her life like that, and you knowing she was having a baby by you? What was on your mind? If a person don't want to be with you, just walk away.
Milwaukee police say they were called to this home near 26th and Hadley around 11:30 p.m. Monday. Detectives say a man brandished a gun, then started a fire, and was later arrested. Before the flames, Johnson says the man, who is the father of Gladys's 3-year-old daughter and unborn son, tried to convince her that her 22-year-old daughter had been asleep all day upstairs.
He was blocking the door like, no, you got to get in here. I turned around. That's when he pointed the gun at my daughter, Kayla.
That's when she says she called 911. Minutes later, she could smell smoke while in the kitchen.
I look around. He running out the back door. Got the fire off the bed. I got the fire off the windows. But I wouldn't leave my daughter. The only thing I wanted was my daughter not to burn.
Johnson says she believes her daughter was shot before the fire. However, Milwaukee police cannot confirm that at this time.
I see, grab her too. And, put her to the hallway, and then that's when they seen the blood and everything when they moved her off the bed.
A pain Johnson is reliving after losing 2 kids in a fire more than 3 decades ago.
Y'all just don't know how this hits me.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't know what to say about that.
Man, listen.
There's so many things to be said. I do know what to say about that. I just don't know where to start.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. And when we think about these kind of situations, man, it's so many people who are in these situations, and I think the saddest reality for me is until those people are ready to go, we can try every piece of intervention that we want, and it's not until they're ready, Dave.
So let me ask this, get the background on it. So they were living, the boyfriend and the girlfriend
together
were living in the house. This is mom's house. So they were living in the house. They had
yeah.
This is the girlfriend's mother's house, and the boyfriend was staying there as well.
Yep.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I had that correct before I say anything about that. First of all, as men, we need to do a better job in protecting our women and not going out our way to hurt our women. Not to sound like a Tupac song, but it's real. We cherish our mothers and our sisters, but the women that we deal with on a daily basis and love, we don't cherish the same way. And when we do, when you cherish and love someone, you have to respect their opinion as well.
Absolutely.
And if their opinion is, I don't want to be with you, or their opinion is differing from you, you can't get emotional like it appears this young man had gotten in this situation, or whatever the case may be, and decide that you're gonna beat up on this woman. You're gonna put hands on her to the point where, you bloodied her up and left her for dead in her mama's house. And then her mama comes to her door in her house, and you tell her she sleep, you can't come in.
Right.
This is her house. That's the disrespect of this young person, this young man in general. Now, outside of that, as men, again, we have to teach our daughters to not accept this type of behavior. As men, again, we need to tell our significant others, even if we're not in the house with them, and I don't know if it was a man in this house or not, that, some things are unacceptable. A little dude should not be living in that house if he's not about his business. Like when I first had gotten married, I stayed with my in-laws until I bought the house, right? Because I was working. I was doing things that were helping, and I was getting to that point. This young man don't sound like he was doing none of that. I don't know what he was doing, but he got a gun in the house. He's doing all of this stuff.
A 3-year-old already in the house, you know what I mean?
He shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been around. No matter how much you love your daughter or whatever the case may be, he shouldn't have been around.
These tragedies, man, are unfortunately becoming more and more common.
Yeah, like she can come. You can come live with me. He can't, though.
Mm-hmm.
Till he get his stuff together, because he obviously don't got his stuff together, so he can't come live with me. And I'm not blaming the victim in this situation. I'm just stating a fact. You know, we need to stop accepting some of these people who aren't on the right path until they get on the right path. I'm not saying just, exercise them out of whatever it is, but until they get on the right path, you can't be in here.
Real talk. And Truth Nation, I'd like to hear from you, 833-212-1017. What do you think needs to happen? How do we get our sons and daughters to understand, like this is unacceptable, that nobody should have to live like that. And if a person doesn't want to be with you anymore, if you're having those kind of issues and breaking up, it's called breaking up for a reason. People sometimes grow apart. Yeah. But again, it's part of life, and it's part of the growing pains. So in everything is going to be, some joy, is going to be some pain. And you cannot take that out physically on other people that you're talking about, that you love, that you're in a relationship with, or you're in a marriage with. Mm-hmm. And it just continues to happen. Yeah. And it's crazy because some people do get into their family members' life, so their sisters or their brothers, and be like, hey, what's going on with you? Because abusers tend to try to isolate people from their family. And some people will allow that to happen for whatever reason that is. But that's one of the biggest things. If they know that they get you isolated away from your family, then you don't feel like you have anity that you can go to. Mm-hmm. And that is literally killing some people.
Nobody's watching. No eyes are on them.
Right.
Because
you made everybody else mad because of how you try to alienate them. And 9 times out of 10, it's because of that person, the abuser, that they're trying to alienate you from your family and even your friends.
Yeah. And when you see those signs, a lot of times, again, it's education and understanding, and shout out to those that educate the public about these types of things. You have to, if you're in that relationship, you're in this blissful state of love or whatever the case may be. And even if it's not, I feel like this is my person and I got to help them. They're just going through something, but they don't got to, beat you up to go through whatever they're going through. They don't have to, isolate you from your family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whatever the case may be. Just be like, they can't do that. But we have to realize that the lack of respect that we are talking about here, that goes towards from men to women, and in some cases women to men, is based upon, we have to look at the bigger picture, right? We have a president who has predatory allegations against him for, whether it be the Epstein files, whether it be the things that he said, grab him by the whatever it is. We have that, and we have to deal with the fact that we have black women specifically have been hit the hardest over the last few years. There's been a lack of respect for women. There's even this thing called incels on the internet where they just go and bash women. So there's been a lack of respect for women across the board.
All right, the True Talk text lines are lit up. So we want to hear from our Truth Talk text line, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. We're going to Terry first to comment on this domestic violence. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your truth?
Hey, good morning, Homer. Thank you for all you do. Good morning to your co-host. In regards to the situation that happened, this has happened over and over again, in our community and other communities also. However, I'm a man. I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter, us men, we need to look out for our daughters. If our daughters have a boyfriend or something, this boyfriend, he needs to be checked. And also, there need to be morals taught within the household. Good examples need to be set in the household. Our women are precious, and men that are not attending to our daughters, whether they're minors or whether they're grown women. Make sure you check in with your daughters and make sure that they're good with their relationship and they're not getting physically or mentally abused in the relationship. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your call. The Truth Talk text lines are lit up, but we got to take care of some bills, so we'll ask that our Truth Nation please be patient. We've got to take care of some bills, but we'll be back. We're talking about this domestic violence situation, and it's on the rise in the city, and it's becoming more and more common. 833-212-1017. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. We'll be back.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data,
to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation
help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
Couple of problems out there. We do have westbound 894 right about at 60th Street. The center lane blocked with a broken down vehicle. That's making for delays all the way back to 27th Street. Northbound 4394 still have those two accidents, one before Howard, one after Howard on the left shoulder for both of these. Delays coming out of the Plainfield curve. And then we've got southbound on 43, still seeing delays from Capitol Drive down past North Avenue. Northbound is slowing down right around the North Avenue curve. Westbound 94, watch for delays from 20th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Back on the brakes from Calhoun to Brookfield Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, early patchy fog, becoming partly cloudy, a high of 40. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Great morning, Truth Nation. We're Black, and we're going to go right to our Truth Talk text lines. We thank you for being patient with us. Al, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear we're talking about this domestic violence and some of them becoming deadly. What's your truth?
My truth is they need to start teaching their men how to deal with rejection. Number 2, women need to learn how to walk away. Number 3, women, you need to get you a butcher knife and soak it in a jar of water. You will be the delivery and the blessing of gangrene. Or take a butcher knife and wrap it in your dookie and wrap it up in aluminum foil, and you can deliver a bacteria infection. When in doubt, wear that ass out. And any man who beats on another woman won't fight another man. But if the family get involved, beat his ass worse than a runaway slave. And you got to stay beating him and beating him and beating him and beating him. And even if he say he's sorry, beat him again, because there's only one way he going to learn. And asking him to give his life to Christ is not going to work. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
I guess Al does not believe in violence begetting violence.
Yeah.
He's beating. A lot of beating was going on.
Yeah. We're going to.
I ain't mad at that, though.
Right. Me either. Annie, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Ann, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. I seen the extra letter. Ann, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear the conversation on this domestic violence. What's your truth?
Yes. I just, I have a niece, and I'm trying to get it through to her. Her baby's father, or whatever you want to call him, he has came and taken all of her garbage out the garbage can and threw it up and down the alley. He has broken into her garage, broke her garage. She can't even get the garage door open. She has a picnic table outside her, bedroom window. Looked out one night, and he's sitting out there on the bench. He's pulled up in front of her house and just sat there for like almost an hour, and just and I told her, I said, this is a form of domestic violence. And her response is, oh, no, he's not going to do anything to me. He's too scary. And I'm telling her, I don't want to have to say I told you so, but the things that he are doing, destroying her property and everything, he's going to escalate to something higher. And I just any advice on how to get through to her.
Yeah,
thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, I agree. And again, situations like that, when some of the women, it's so many women that are no longer here that are saying the same thing that she's currently saying. Oh, he ain't gonna do that. He's scary. He bet not. He know better than to do this and better than to do that. There's so many women that are deceased now because that's how they took it when they were having all the red flags in the world. She definitely, but again, she's going to have to initiate it. But in my opinion, she definitely needs to try to get a restraining order. She definitely needs to start making a paper trail. So if a situation comes where she has to defend herself, as Al was saying, that it won't seem like, oh, well, we've never heard about this situation before, because now you want to say, and he did this, and he did that, and he did that. No, you need your paper trail. You need your documentation, and understand that, yes, if he's done it and the things that he's done to try to destroy your personal belongings, not things that are going to affect him, but things that mean something to you and it's going to affect you. Your physical body is next, sister, in my opinion. Your physical body.
Yeah.
And a lot of these young brothers now, as well as some of these Toys R Us adults, they are shooting. They're coming by, shooting up the house. They don't care if the woman is in there with her children or not, and even if the children are his children. So, yeah. Don't take that lightly.
What was the caller's name?
Ann.
I used to work for the Sojourner Truth House. I worked in the call center there for a long time. It was ran by a lady named Dolly at that time. Call the Sojourner Truth House and ask them that same question you asked us about how you can get through to her. And they'll help you. They'll give you information. They'll give you statistics. They'll give you, they may even call on your behalf and have a conversation with this person. I don't know. But call them. That's what they do. And they will, Homer and I can tell you what we think you should do. But and Homer's right. You should create a paper trail. You should do this. You should do that. But Sojourner Truth House will tell you how to get that across to her, how to get it across to her that she's in an abusive relationship, and that this, even though she has taken it upon herself to break up with this person, and he's acting out in a sensitive manner, which is, first of all, is crazy how some of this next generation acts out towards heartbreak. But anyway, the way that he's acting out can escalate. And even in your story that you told, how he was in the alley, now he's in her backyard.
Right.
And now next thing you know, he's going to be sitting on her porch. The next thing you know, she's going to come home, he's going to be sitting inside her house. And at
Absolutely.
That point,
it's going to escalate.
It's too late.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
so just if you want to learn how to get that message across to her, call those professionals who deal with it on a daily basis. And this is what I'm talking about earlier, Homer, is educating people.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know this exists, you don't know that is there, you think you don't have these options and somebody there to help you.
You got tools.
There's people there to help you.
Yep. On our YouTube page, RN Kawanda has been telling her truth, saying, extremely God, protect these people who are in these situations. And you are truly right, Homer. I knew it wasn't love, and everyone that told me to leave, it pulled me closer until I was done. 100. She said she barely made it out because she was hitting her head while sleeping with a gun. So that was definitely my wake-up call to get out and why I still have life and never look black. R.N. Kawanda said they will isolate you from family and friends, and it was more personal for me from embarrassment of being with someone who I know everyone knows that he was beating me because I chose to stay away from them. RC Creation Muse said, first woman-on-woman relationship I saw in person / public, the bigger girl had the smaller girl in check to the point where she could not even look at other people. What defense does a girl have against another girl? And we
dealt with that too at the Sojourner Truth. I asked that question, and not to cut you off, but I asked that question as well, and a lot of times before the police had to be educated on that, it was just dealt as, it wasn't domestic violence. It was just a fight. It was a battery. They both get charged with battery. Whoever house it is, one of them leave. Even if they lived in a house together, somebody's got to leave, right? So they take one and leave, but they're gonna always come back. So you have to start. We had to change our thinking and change the way that we looked at it as not just a fight because it's people of the same sex. No, it's domestic violence because one of those people holds a position of power or is trying to dominate the other person in that domestic situation. And one of the callers called and said, us as men, we got to do more. And he didn't have any daughters, but I do. I got all daughters. I got 5 daughters. And in situations, and they'll tell you, when I've spoken to their boyfriends or something like that, and one of them don't even like bringing the boyfriends around, but when I speak to their boyfriends, I'm letting them know in man talk.
That's right.
That's mine.
Say that part again, Dave.
That's my daughter.
In what kind of talk?
In man talk.
Yes, sir.
That's my daughter. And I'm not speaking it. And sometimes they take offense to that. And they're like, Daddy, you act like I ain't here or I can't protect myself. Or I understand that. And I've taught you to do that. And I expect you to do that. But I want him to know that if it ever comes to a point where you come to me, then that line is crossed, I will go to jail for y'all. I've been arrested in the past for y'all. I will go to jail for mine. So I let them know that. And in these situations, and my daughter just brought her boyfriend, and he's a great guy. He's a great kid. But still,
got to have that man talk.
I'm going to let him know that's mine. And so when I and she got mad at me because I was like, keep him, make sure you keep her safe. Daddy, I keep myself safe. No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. He understands what I'm saying.
That's it.
When I say keep her safe, I mean from the world.
And yourself.
And from you.
That's right.
Because if you do something to her, woo.
That's right.
It's going to be drama.
Absolutely.
And my oldest has a boyfriend. He's a great kid.
Mm-hmm.
We call him, he's related to Bailey's son. They're brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's a great kid. But he tells a story of when he was young, and I don't remember this, and, I was wild. He tells a story when he was young. I sat him down. I told him, if you make her cry, I'm going to make you cry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember saying that, but I probably did.
I've said...
And so he, to this day,
he remembers.
They were young. We call him Bud because he was like, if you know the Heathcliff and Huxtable, he was around like that. Mm-hmm. Great kid. I don't expect that to be a problem. Mm-hmm. But even if I don't expect that to be a problem,
you're gonna know.
You're gonna know.
There's gonna be some repercussions.
Right. There's gonna be some repercussions,
and not enough of our girls and women have that.
Yeah, and I respect that. When I go into situations and any situation I've been in, and I've come across someone and their fathers or their uncles or their brothers make that known, I'm not taking offense to that. I'm not mad because I know that's what I'm going to do, or that's what I would have done in those situations. So there you go.
It's real talk. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. We're talking about domestic violence, and of course, just one of the latest tragedies. So far this year, we've had 2 homicides. Well, they're still investigating this latest one with Gladys, but and it's been at the hands of domestic violence. It's been in the mix. We got to take care of these bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. We'll be black.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Nice people get applause. Oh, that was a thoughtful thing to say. It's like when you ask somebody a question and the person repeats back to you, good question. They're being nice, but kindness earns respect. Being nice pleases people. Being kind improves them, and that difference, the one personal strength you should always have, character.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Whether your child is just learning to dribble or is already working on their threes, Bucks Youth Basketball Camps are the place to play, learn, and have a blast, too. Packed with games, skills challenges, and high fives, Bucks Youth Basketball Camps foster fun and teamwork for all skill levels. Get ready for your youngster to ball like a buck. Learn more about upcoming Bucks Youth Basketball Camps at bucks.com/camps. That's bucks.com/camps.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
More of Truth in the Morning is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Truth Nation, welcome, Black. We've been talking about a real serious issue, this domestic violence that's going on in and around. And shout out to places like Sojourner Truth House. Yeah. And Dame, you know, when I think about some of the topics that we've been talking about as of late, I want to definitely start getting some of these people in. We need to get some people in from Sojourner Truth House. We need to get some people in. I know author Sherelle V, and it's another brother who's an author and came out with another grief, book, because people are dealing with it, man. I've seen so many people lose their mother and father within December. Mm-hmm. It's just, and coping, man, trying to learn how to cope with these situations. It's not a lot of help that people are reaching out to. There's a lot of places, in my opinion, that are, but, just to try to mentally prepare people to what to expect. Yeah. And it's different for everyone, but there's a lot of similarities that comes along with it as well. So, but with this domestic violence, listen, I was telling my brother Dame, off the air about a situation where, if we talking about giving our life up or freedom up for something, that's it.
Yeah, and I'm and you're right, Homer, to echo what you're saying, that we should start doing that on the show. Make ourselves a resource hub. Yep. And for these situations that we often find ourselves talking about, provide, because they're obviously something that's going on in the community because we're talking about it a lot. Mm-hmm. It's educate people on how to find out more information about this, how to prevent this, and we need to be that resource hub. And I'm with that. I know Bailey's with that as well.
Yep. Get Adam Purcell in here to talk about, and Quinn, to talk about what's going on out here, because the violence, we started out with a violent year. You get what I'm saying? It was a few days in, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, we don't need to start these trends all over again.
Yeah, and whatever the subject is, I agree. We just need to be. We
got the people. We got the people. We know
we talk about a lot, whether it be, like you said, the grief stuff, whether it be this
domestic violence, the community violence,
whether it be dealing with the city situations like that. Get somebody from the license committee come up here and holler at us, and I could tell you all day, but it's sometimes y'all don't believe me, but somebody else come up here and say something, right. And I agree with that. And going back to what we were talking about with domestic violence, is that those black men and men in general, but I'm speaking specifically to black men in this, we gotta support. Because I'm just talking about the majority of the violence that takes place. There's obviously ancillary things that happen outside of what we're talking about, right? There's always those extras, but the majority of it is men against women, and as black men, we need to protect black women and women in general, just the women that we love in general, and protect them against that. I got a friend whose not black, but her father's black, and she was dealing with something, domestic violence, and this man, may rest in peace, went in that house and kicked in doors and was not playing about his, right? And that's because that love was there, right? So regardless of what it is, we need to have that love be there.
That's right.
That's when our daughters and those women in our lives start respecting you more. And like I said about my daughters, sometimes they get mad, Daddy, you doing too much. But you may think I'm doing too much, but you don't know if just having that conversation is going to be like, okay, he's in that moment, he's going to think twice.
That's right.
About raising his voice in that manner. And I'm not going to be, and I tell my daughters this all the time. If you wrong, you wrong. If they wrong, I tell them you wrong. If he right, I tell him he's right. You know what I'm saying? And they'll attest to that. But so I don't just take their side automatically. But the side I'm gonna take is I don't care what y'all are arguing about. I don't care what's happening. That's mine. My daughter. You know what I'm saying? So don't put your hands on her. Don't push her. Don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Regardless of the situation, I'm going to go to jail for them.
That's it.
There ain't too many people I'm going to go to jail for.
That's right. That's right.
But them, I'm going to go to jail for them.
Yep.
And that's the bottom line. Sometimes people got to understand that.
Yeah. Arian Kawanda on the YouTube page said, coping and dealing with it alone is a very dangerous space to be in. So seek help from whatever sources you can, because it can help prepare you mentally. That part. Let's see. B. Bruce said, long as no hands get thrown, we good. You know, I don't even want you verbally abusing my daughter. You get what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that ain't gonna happen with mine.
Yeah. So I get it. No, but hands
see, that's what I'm saying.
Verbal and physical abuse is, yeah. And I get it. Everything ain't perfect in a relationship and all of that. But yeah, what we not gonna do.
I'm laughing. It's not funny. I'm not laughing at domestic violence. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of my daughters, and I know that ain't gonna happen with them. Me, none of them. You not gonna raise your voice at them, and it's not gonna be as long as it's not taking physical. They can handle their own.
Okay,
they can handle.
There you go.
And that's and as men, we have to raise our daughters
absolutely
to give them, to empower them to be that way. And I think their mother and I did a great job in empowering them to be that way. As strict as I've been with them, I've also given them as much freedom as they need so that they know that they are smart enough. No man, I've always told them, no man can do anything more than you can do it. Whatever it is, you can do as much. So they on the same, they've never thought they walked. Even when we were walking, this is how I would do it. Even if we were walking in the mall, in the Grand, and they're walking behind me, don't ever walk behind a man. You walk side by side. And if they hear me, they laughing because they know I've said it all the time. You walk side by side with that man. You're not behind him. You're not in front of him. You walking side by side. Y'all together. And the message I'm sending is, you're as important as this man.
Winky Blue, go and call in now.
You're as important as this man, regardless.
Winky Blue, call in.
And in that situation, even so, I'm not worried about nothing unless you start putting your hands, because they can handle themselves in anything. And that's how I was raised with my mother and my sister. My sister got in a situation, and I saw the guy she was in a situation with. He was scared. He thought, it's me and my guys at Afrofest, and he see me, and he like, And I'm like, brother, I'm not finna do nothing to you, but you not gonna do nothing to her. But anything outside of that, my sister can handle herself. She's a lawyer.
Yeah. Winky Blue, call in now. B. Bruce laughing at me saying that. Arian Kawanda said, my dad stayed in Mississippi during my marriage, but when it was over, my dad came to Milwaukee and handled his business behind me. R.I.P. Dad, although she said handed his business behind me.
We not going to be petty in this situation.
Bruh.
It is too much of a sensitive topic. She's obviously emotional.
That wasn't an emotional topic.
And so she misspelled it.
No, that was handed
out of emotion. See, this is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
No,
look at, she said, hell no. Listen, I'm just saying. And she said, amen, nice show, although this topic always hits too close to home with me. And then she gave a love symbol with her hands and 100. Yeah, that part, man. So
my daughters, all four that are grown, and the one that isn't, they're four. If there's anything about the four, I don't have to worry about them losing an argument. I don't have to worry about them. I'm more concerned. And sometimes I'm worried about the young man.
Right, absolutely.
Do you know what you're getting into?
Absolutely.
Because you don't know what I know, how these women have been raised. So do you know what you're getting into when you're dealing with an LZ girl? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be smart. They're going to be outspoken. They're not going to take no mess. And you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, and you're going to have to handle your business. And if you can't, move around.
Yeah. Shout out to, and speaking of this, Exposed the Podcast, Laverne, and Natalie, and they just sent a text and a great show and being able to talk about this. Those are some other people that I'm talking about when we start bringing some people in, man, to deal with these situations, and it's important. It's important.
All right, Kawanda, I got your back up here all the time.
Yeah, she got it handed, instead of handled. See, the same way you had to laugh. What you got, Dave, before we wrap up, man?
What I have is this. We live in a society where lack of empathy shows in all areas, and is showing in all of the areas that we discussed today. Lack of respect is such a big foundation of a lot of the ills that we face.
Yep. Listen, Truth Nation, thank you very much. This has been Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. Up next, the award-winning Sherwin Hughes with The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. We are up out of here. Peace.